Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you some more advanced viewport manipulation. We're going to learn how to dimension viewports, and then again, we'll learn to do some more things to viewports. So let's take a look. Here we go. Here is the drawing that we left when I showed you how to do the create multiple views command. So I'm going to get rid of this guy right here. Um, So here we go. So I'm going to talk just a little bit about manipulating the different viewports. Now I'm going to double click on the viewport, and for me it's going to open up a, a, a viewport annotation window. Now chances are when you click on the viewport for the first time, you're going to get a dialog box that's going to come up, and it's going to give you one of two options. Well, there's only two options when you edit viewports. One is you can edit the viewport crop, which is the size of the viewport, and the annotation. 99.9% of the times I've double clicked on viewports, I want to edit the annotation, which means I want to put text in, I want to put dimensions in. So when you click on it and you get that dialog box, you can down at the bottom there's a little option that when I double click on a viewport, and then there's a drop down box, and one of them says edit annotation, one of them says edit crop, and there's a few more options. You probably just want to select edit annotation. So then the next time you do that, you click on the viewport, it's going to open up just like this. So now all we need to do, and you notice how everything else grays out, okay? So what we can do is we can start dropping in the dimensions, and you all know how to dimension, so it shouldn't be nothing really too terribly new, but you can dimension just like in intro to CAD. You can do all those things. So we're not going to spend a whole lot of time on dimensioning, but that's how you edit the annotations in. And now, if we move this around, the dimensions travel right with the object. But again, remember that the thing about viewports is that they need, or I'm sorry, orthographic projection, they need to line up. So if you ever get to a point where it's like this and you can't control Z, or you cannot undo out of it, all you need to do is just come down and grab it on the corner and set it on another corner to line it up, and then just scooch the whole viewport straight up, and you should be good to go. And now everything's lined up again. Um, let's see, some other things you can do in with viewports is I'll select oh yes, I'll select this viewport and come over here, and we can do a couple things. One of the nice things is again, you can change the scale. Okay, but again, usually in orthographic projection, you want to have all of the objects be the same scale. Now, this isometric view, this could be, if we wanted it to be a different scale, we could. That's 2 inches equals 1 foot. Here's 1 inch equals 10 feet. Well, that's not very big. Uh, 1 inch equals 100. That makes it smaller. So you're seeing what I'm thinking about here. Here's 1 to 2 engineering scale. I'm going to go back to 3 inches equals 1 foot, just so you know that you can make the scales different in each viewport. The one thing you can do, let's say I want this right side view, and I want to change it. I can select it and then come over to the view, and if I want to, for whatever reason, make this view, if I need another, like a lower left rear isometric, I can do that. Update, and here is the lower left rear isometric, and I can whether or not you need that or not. But I'm just saying that those are some of the things you can do. So I'm going to come back to right, update. I'm going to line it up again, drag it off, and there we're set. The last thing I'm going to show you is just a couple rendering things for the isometric view. Now here, and that's the one thing you want to worry about is the background render. There's foreground and background. And I'm going to show you both of them, but usually you're going to worry about the background. So there's many different types of render methods. Now I usually do for this, I usually do final quality Renderworks, and again we'll update, and here's what it looks like. This will show you the textures that you put on it and the lighting you put on it, and we will have gone through that in a different step, in a different video. Now, if you want to get fancy, because I mean, the purpose of this view is to show just a comprehensive view of what it looks like. You know, you should be able to get a sense of what it looks like just from looking at these orthographic views. This just kind of helps you out. If you want to make it look a little prettier, a little more artistic, you can come and try the foreground render, and you can do dashed hidden line. We'll take a look at that. That kind of, again, kind of puts things into perspective to these other views. Another fun option is sketch. There's a sketch view, and you can play around the foreground rendering options. You can do there's different types of sketch styles. There's quick, tentative. So they all look just a little bit different. We'll go back to rough. Okay. So here is our model rendered in Final Quality Renderworks and in Sketch. So those are just some things that you can do with viewports. There are quite a few more things, but for the scale and scope of this class and your projects, this is what you need to do. So have fun and happy drafting.